welcome to this really quick pre-recorded section of the Academic Preservation Trust Spring Tech Review. I just wanted to take us through the new bulk delete feature that is available now on Registry so that you have a chance to get a feel for how that works, and you can come back and review this when you want to see how to handle it again. I'm going to go ahead and put it up on our YouTube channel as a little bit of training. So, without ado, let's move to the bulk delete feature on Registry. Now, this is a feature that you're familiar with because it's based on the single object delete function that we already have in the UI. It's just now we're doing it in bulk, right? Like you currently deal with, it requires a second institutional admin authorization for the multi-factor deletion. The only exception to this is if you only have one admin, which does happen in a few cases. Yes, this definitely requires the AP Trust admin to go ahead and implement this when you're ready. Beautiful feature is that it quiets the email noise so you don't get thousands or hundreds of emails about saying, please authorize deletion. And we do need a spreadsheet CSV file with the objects in question, the identifiers. It would be really cool if you could come up with the IDs. And that's not too terrible to accomplish if you go ahead and you use the app command tool, for example, and you make a nice little, get it all configured and make a nice little request like that. And you'll see that we have a list of the items here. And I'm going to scroll up and until I find one of the ones that we're going to delete. And for example, if you look at this here, that would be where you find the ID for the object in question. So that's the kind of thing that would be really awesome. And then you go ahead and you put this into a really nifty spreadsheet just like this. So I've got the object IDs that I'm going to need to delete. And as you can see, these are the 3 test files that we are going to go ahead and we're going to delete. So without ado, we're going to move to the delete function, and I'm going to let you see it on the flip side. And that will require that we take a break, a little pause in the recording, because credentials and things are going to come out and nobody wants to see that, right? See you on the other side. Back now after that little break when I had to do all the secret back-end AP Trust admin sleuthy stuff. And if we look right here, you're going to see this is exactly the kind of email that you've seen in the past when you've done a delete. You simply click on this link. This, of course, is the second admin that's touching this. And now we're going to go take a little look here. And as we can see that this is, we've got this little bit here. This was the admin in question. And if you look here, you can see that, in fact, ta-da, this has asked for these objects to be deleted. So now what we're going to do is click on that, and you can see the 3 requests that are right here, the 3 objects. Obviously, if you come to us with a list of 65 to 70, which is what I'm assuming, when there's a lot to do, you will see a long list like this, or the second admin, and then we just go ahead and we choose approve. And boom, you've approved deletion of the following objects. And all the records that are here, typical premise event. Let's go ahead and take a click, and guess what? Boom, boom, boom. Deleted, gone. And yeah, for the record, these were over a year old. I happen to have them, so it worked well. Just remember that we have some delete functionality now that limits when you can do it based on Glacier, Deep Archive, and so forth. Anyway, so that's the bulk delete function that we're doing. And I hope that you really enjoyed this and that this will get you kicked off, and looking forward to seeing you use it.